National Monument. Woohoo! Here it is. On our journey to see the Canyon of the Ancients, we decided to stop at Hovenweep. So come on with us and check it out. Here we are at the visitor center. There was a tour bus pulling in with quite a few people. Of our whole Canyon of the Ancients tour, this has been the busiest place so far. So we're gonna go on the Square Tower Trail here at Hovenweep National Monument. And so we should be able to see the castle and, right, the castle?
Yeah, the castle, the Square Tower. There's Rimrock House and Bolded Broder, Twin Towers, and a stronghold. And it's a 2-mile loop, and it should allow 1 to 2 hours.
It should be kind of tiring because it is hot right now. Sam's going to do the Junior Ranger book so that he can get his Junior Ranger pin. They believe here at Hovenweep that it was a farming community. Just ruins everywhere you look. So here's the eroded boulder house that you can see just across, but when you really look and pay attention, there's just building after building after building. And what's neat too is that every place you stop, you kind of get a different view of the same stuff. So you just get different angles of what everything looked like, but it's just all on the edge of this cliff. All. Sam's a trooper.
Let's look at your Junior Ranger stuff.
Look, you can go this trail leads you to the edge of the canyon, and so you can see where it ends and look down in it. Oh my goodness. So you can see the ruins that go all along the edge. Why did they want to live on the edge? That's what I don't understand. Just so difficult to access. You see one down there? Oh, neat. Would you want to live on a cliff like this? Yeah, look, there's stacked. There's a water hole over there. Wonder if it's a natural spring. Look. So we're continuing on the Tower Point loop. It's kind of neat though, how you can see the ruins as you go. And just by moving through these trails, it kind of, once again gives you that sense of what it would have been like. And this is not easy terrain to settle in. And how they're saying it was agricultural is just kind of hard to imagine farming anything in this terrain. And what's really, really wild is that you're surrounded by canyons. So you kind of walk out into the middle of 2 canyons. It's so interesting. Why did they build it perched like this? You can't even hardly get to it.
You know what? I wonder, you could use these to hold animals. So if you had livestock and you wanted to fence, but you couldn't fence and you had to feed a larger population.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for fortifications for protecting against other men.
Yeah,
or other
you're trying
tribes,
to keep something in.
You're trying to keep something in or something out.
You think there'd be tons of bones. I wonder how many, if they find a lot of bones. Look at that. It is just completely perched on the edge of this cliff.
Yeah, it's right there. That's...
You wouldn't want to wake up in the night to go to the bathroom and leave that at all. And there's the one on that we walked past. Look at these ruins. These ones are really neat. And these are kind of different because they're 90-degree angles and they're not round. Everything that we've seen up to this point, as far as I think I've noticed, have been circular. And these are squared. They're not curved and they're really tall. Everything else has been kind of buried, sunk down in so you could go down and get cool. And this just rises up. The sign said that they have stabilized this to keep it from falling down. It also said that here at Hovenweep, they generally don't reconstruct, but they will stabilize to keep things from deteriorating. This is Hovenweep Castle. This is a really large structure.
Several
Just,
stories.
yeah. And just completely balanced on the rim of a canyon.
It would be cool to go in there, but no.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's one down.
Really?
Yeah, look. Oh my goodness, it's another huge tower. And you can see a wall. Oh my gosh.
It's built right on the edge here. That's kind of impressive, honestly. Like the way they wanted to go right at the edge. Why not even go back just a foot or two?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of ground.
It seems like this whole wall would wanna fall over.
Yeah, and that may have been what they stabilized.
You see how these holes go like this? Dut, 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 dut.
Yeah.
Like if you had wood through there, it would be like a spiral staircase.
Yeah, it would.
So like you have a whole floor, like see where you have the wood sticking out right there?
Mm-hmm.
That could be a floor. And then you have this like spiral staircase, like
Yeah.
assuming. But it does look like that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
They're definitely planned.
Oh yeah. They thought about it.
Uh-huh.
It definitely seems like you have questions about what life was like here. And when you come to places like this, you leave with even more questions.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And someday we'll be ancients and people will wonder why we had what we had and did what we did. Hovenweep House. So seeing this other side of the castle really does give you a lot more perspective too.
Oh, it does.
It's crazy. Because it's a ledge. It's a ledge. It's not even like a...
Oh yeah.
Just imagining if all the rubble, if all that rock was still up, how big those structures would be. There's the tour group.
We did not know this was a tour group sort of place.
We didn't.
Surprise.
So I feel like we're more BLM people and less like structured national monument people. But I get it.
There's a lot here. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you can see on that tower, like on this square structure down here, the same kind of
Yeah, angled.
angled going up, like they did some kind of step or stair.
Yeah.
These people go fast.
Chad's pointing out that there was probably another structure just by, seeing where the rubble is. There's another little structure.
House in the rock.
Yeah, this was the house we saw on the other side. So they just used the boulder and then created a fortification down here. Maybe they just wanted to build it for the sake of it. So what's amazing is the foundation that these are built on. And these are really, really big in comparison to the smaller ones that are down in there. There's some really big structures.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. These are called the Twin Towers. And so getting into here would be a white knuckle experience, to say the least. So I hope the camera shows that this is actually like the edge of a canyon and then there's a gap. So you would have like probably a bridge that you would, put across. And so you have to wonder if this was something that was, like for safety or for escaping. But if you were escaping somebody, you just burn it. If someone you wanted, like you would. None of these are burned.
No.
What's super cool about the trail is that you go along the rim of the canyon, but it's a loop. And so to get back to the visitor center in the parking area, you get to go down through the canyon. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm heading down into the canyon. They have stairs, so this is like, you know, pretty easy actually. And they've cleared the loose rock off, so it doesn't feel like you're gonna lose your traction as you come down. But I think that's so fun that you actually get to come down into the canyon and walk through and actually see what it was like down here, because there are structures down here. And so part of kind of imagining life living here is being able to come down and see this. You go down the switchback. It's nice down in here. It's much cooler than it was.
Yeah.
It's so much easier going down than it's going to be going up. And we're down. Just imagine back in the day, there had to have been more water down here.
Maybe they had their fields down here.
Maybe they farmed this. Yep.
Here.
They farmed in here.
Maybe.
And then went up there. The water just dried up. We're starting to head up now.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, the rock is super cool. It's like all river rock embedded.
Just layer upon layer.
We're really enjoying this hike, I will say. It is really well thought out so that you're maximizing how cool the landscape is, getting to move through it and get different views of the ruins. We survived Hovenweep. We definitely came in the heat of the day. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I don't know, y'all. If it's any later into the summer that you're planning to come in the morning or the evening, because I imagine it gets pretty toasty throughout the summer. This has been such an incredible experience. We learned a lot. I definitely recommend coming to Hovenweep and checking it out. Sam, do you recommend Hovenweep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of. It was just the right length for you.
Kind of.
The next stop is for Sam to go get his Junior Ranger badge. Thank you so much for watching our exploration of Hovenweep. Comment and tell me, have you ever been here and what was your favorite part? Bye.